Now, where is Tong? There you are.
Peace between the triads is now official.
Good. We begin to operate from a position of strength. We will start manufacturing the swords and distributing them to our allies.
What next? VersaLife was crawling with troops. I think they were hiding more than sword technology down there.
Tell me about the labs. Paul and I concluded that VersaLife does the manufacturing, while the real research takes place in North America.
Plenty of scientists. Biotech, physics, nanotech, several research divisions. It would seem we still have a mutual interest.
We know they manufacture ambrosia. If you went back and gained access to the Level 2 labs, perhaps you would find something on the Grey Death. Your brother's failure in New York has left me with nothing.
Yeah, thanks,
You
Paul.
think you could find a cure?
That cannot be determined
Oh, he's passing the work
until I
off
have
to
a
us.
schematic of the virus particle and the molecular structure of ambrosia.
I'll go back, but won't they be ready for me?
There's a back way at the north end of the Canal Road Tunnel, which is just east of the temple. I sent an agent in that way once. She turned up a key code to the Nanotech Research Wing, 55655, but no data.
Worth a try.
By the way, VersaLife lost one of their R&D men in the Canal Road Tunnel collapse. A guy we think was carrying nanotech assets. He did some of the basic research that went into your implants. You might take a look, if you don't mind going for a dive.
Maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah, sometimes JC will actually note that he's been that way already. I'm not sure what the flag is for it. But anyway, unlike UNATCO, we don't, things don't change from visit to visit here. So anything we take doesn't get replenished. And presumably, yeah, if we use up the medbot, it stays used up. So we'll leave that be for now. We'll just use the repair bot to chart to heal up. And this is kind of UNATCO in miniature with the mission structure and the way the plot unfolds. It's kind of a necessary way for JC to catch his breath, get the feeling like he's got friends again, and start unraveling the conspiracy. That's the thing, yeah. They create a separate map, and it's implied that you're in the same zone, but it's got different NPCs, different scripting, and different items. And they don't do that here, for obvious reasons, because you're not flying in by chopper, you're entering through a connected zone, and it's a bit harder to switch that out. And also considering, like, oh, really? The repair bots have limited charges too. God damn it. Oh, man. GMDX plays rough, kids. If you're deliberately starving yourself of resources, it means business. Is there anything else here? Don't think there is. I want to see what's in here. I'll try saving up multi-tools. Hey, this is interesting. Previously there was some glitchiness with respect to Jaime. Usually he wouldn't get here until you were ready to leave, but the guards would say that your doctor friend is here down in the infirmary. So here he shows up earlier. That's actually kind of nice because he gives us a little something.
Looks like we all made it.
And just in time.
Basically,
I hear
yeah.
Simons had me on his blacklist.
Maybe so. I'm glad that you're safe.
I slipped out right after your escape. Security was a shambles, so I brought you a little something from the supply closet.
You didn't have to take that kind of risk.
It was worth it, trust me. They gave me a funny look in customs, but I managed to bring over an augmentation upgrade canister.
Isn't that sensitive technology?
I just told them that I do business with VersaLife. VersaLife seems to be a magic word in Hong Kong.
Well, thanks. Now hang tight for a while. UNATCO will be looking for you.
Yay! So the gang's basically all here.
Gunther went berserk after you escaped. Smashed up the cell block pretty bad. I had to sedate him.
Glad you made it, Jaime. Although, I like the implication that he managed to get this through customs. Like, I can imagine some security guys pulling this out of his suitcase, taking a long look at it, and giving him that slow stare, like, really, buddy? Wheeling out the little bomb-diffusing robot or whatever.
I've been checking out the schematics you found. That's one hell of a sword. It's a generally accepted tenet of nanotechnology that nanites and traditional metals don't mix.
Yeah, it's probably a case
VersaLife
where
found a way. It all seems completely obvious to me now.
Where the player's not gone for as long, so they didn't quite see the need for
They
it.
actually embed iron rods in the carbon
Yeah, so he
framework
just talks
of
about the sword.
electromagnets which allow microscopic scanners.
Yeah, sadly, Alex is no longer our mission control guy. He'll appear later in the plot, but he's no longer helping us out directly. But yeah, I kind of like that, because I got attached to those people. Like, you go through a few missions, you learn their quirks and their foibles and their backstories, and then things go to pot and UNATCO turns on you, but the people you've made friendships with are willing to help you out.
I cannot believe the news.
And it's nice to get them here to relative safety. Alex loves him some technobabble. A lot we can upgrade here. Let's do some cyber eyes, why not? He's a good
Please accept
dude.
the gratitude of the luminous path.
Yeah, like in that email, he's kind of getting the sense that back at UNATCO, he was sort of going through the motions, and now he's actually getting to think for himself and take actions against what he thinks isn't right. And his development as a character kind of mirrors JC to the extent JC's character does develop, and they go through kind of a comparable journey, even though they're very different characters. Now, here's something we talked about previously, because I just remembered this was a thing. Like, I think it was either Kirby or Beggar that talked about this. The mass driver accident that was supposed to be a delivery of ore from the moon. So the historical first delivery of ore from the Zhou-Enlai lunar mining complex ended in tragedy today when a targeting error resulted in the payload slamming into the outskirts of the city of Ibadan in Nigeria. Thousands died in the initial blast that was compared to a small nuclear bomb as the payload impacted in a sparsely populated suburb, while thousands more were left disoriented, homeless, and without power or water in the wake of the explosion. Chinese officials have halted all other deliveries from the Zhou-Enlai complex and are working with both the United Nations and officials from McMoran Global Steel to determine the cause of the error. McMoran Global Steel was responsible for the construction of the mass driver, winning the contract from Page Industries in a heated bidding war. Obviously, we took the utmost precautions in building the Zhou-Enlai driver, said spokesperson Sean Murphy, but something has gone terribly wrong. Our only real response at this point is to offer our condolences and aid to the people of Ibadan and ensure that such an event never occurs again. Yeah, it's
present for your girlfriend.
Yeah, this game does an excellent job with its lore and backstory, and there's a lot of ways you can read into that, from Page simply retaliating against McMoran for getting the contract from them, to undermining the Chinese government by making their first delivery from the moon end in tragedy. Exactly, yeah. So yeah, if we wanted to, we could actually go back into VersaLife the main way, and we'd basically have a big old Matrix lobby shootout. I think they'd just drop a few commandos in there, but in the actual facility, they drop a big spider bot you have to deal with. Or we can go this way, which lets us bypass a lot of that security. And it's a nice little detail. A nice little flexible approach to the objective. I'm actually a little surprised, though, that Tong never sent anyone else here. Like, the agent came back, yeah, I've got this code that goes to the nanotech wing. Good. Anything else? No. Alright, that's it. We're just gonna sit on this information and not do anything else with it. Go take 5. Alright. Can we open you? Just barely. Alright, down we go. Do a little leap of faith here. Thankfully, there's water where we land. I actually did take 1 rank of swimming. It's just enough... There's just enough water in here that you can kind of justify it until you get rebreathers and such. And like I said before, everything does more damage here, including running out of oxygen damage. And in this game, they actually changed the swimming skill to general athletics.
Called a universal constructor. It is one of the only 2 devices in the world capable of producing the nanomechanical virus called the Grey Death. I require you to destroy it. Use the code 525.
Look for a computer terminal somewhere in Revel 2 If you find it,
Yeah.
I can upload the data I need through your info link.
Suddenly JC falls in there, breaks his legs. He's just left sitting there for hours, slowly dying. Ah, shit. Alright, let's see. Can we shoot that open? Actually, let's use the stealth pistol for this. Damn. Okay, going in without sufficient lockpicks, bit of an issue here. Do I have any explosives? I do not. I think I'm gonna have to hack this panel. I kind of like the design of the tunnel, though. There's actually a mirror that lets you see down the hallway, and it lets you check on patrolling guards. If I remember right... Yes! Scrambler grenade. Excellent. Shit, camera. Now, thankfully, hitting that switch put a door between us and the security here, so we can come up and... What's this about? Huh. Well, this wasn't here before. And actually, that looks like a rebreather right there. It is. Alright. Oh, right, that doesn't work. Alright. Off, unlocked, open. Off, off. Actually, I think if I look far enough... Wonder if she's already down there. It might be blocked by the camera. We'll have a certain encounter at the end of this section. Actually, now that I think about it, I think the code to the security system was probably in the armory. It was probably that data pad overlooked.
The system we're looking for is in the laboratory up ahead.
Alright. These guys stay offline unless I hit those. I want to save that multi-tool just in case, but I have an idea here. Ah! This is one thing I don't like. The strength aug is entirely passive, because normally at level 1 strength you would at least be able to shove the box around. The plan was to move it over here so I could climb over the lasers. But that's not working out. So, do I want... Kinda... Damn. I was hoping to save multi-tools, but I guess it's not to be. OSP. Use what you find and make it count.
This storage area would be a logical place to find a stockpile of the virus. I don't know why it's so empty.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the people who produce the virus. Ha-ha! Alright, let's get you out of the way. Can hear that clanker running around. Shut that down. Ah, here it is. She looks familiar. Yeah, she'll be waiting for us after we trigger certain things of an explosive nature. Is there anything in there? There is. Hey, multi-tool. Excellent. Give. Eh. Give me multi-tool. Gotta be something I can climb here. Yep. Yay, there we go. Thank you, mantling. Alright. More stuff in here. Ooh, a lamb. Oh, man. What? Oh, shit. Damn it, he saw the unconscious body. Oh, shit! Okay, this is a problem. This is a big problem. Alright. Damn it! Okay. Can we shut them down? What does this do? I like how that turret just stopped firing at us as soon as the alarm stopped. Okay, are those hostile? I mean, they're hostile, but are they moving? Okay, yeah, they stopped. Right. So anyway, yeah, here's the... Yeah, we're playing virus. Here we go. I believe we can use Maggie's password one more time. Here we go.
Got it. Looks like you stumbled on more than the schematics. You better get out of there. More in a second.
It does indeed, yes.
The Universal Constructor is in this facility.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? This is the future. AI is a thing. The turrets clearly aren't working overtime. They're doing exactly what they're told to do and no more because they're not paid to work when they're on break. Nice. Alright. So we got us more goodies here. And more that we can carry. We'll drop the smokes for now. Transference. It's always kind of a gut-wrenching decision here. We'll do speed enhancement. What the hell? We'll try to balance things out. Alright, down we go. So yeah, officially our objective here is just to get the virus schematic. But Daedalus has given an objective which he apparently hasn't showed with Tracer Tong. Alright. So yeah, we got a choice here. We can actually install Aqua Lung, which gives us more breathing time underwater, or more air underwater. Or we can choose from one of the more interesting ones. Synthetic Heart effectively upgrades all your augmentations by 1 level while it's active. Passive aug receive 1 upgrade that will not enhance any aug past its upgrade part. Yeah, basically, this is additional power draw, but it improves the function of all your other augmentations while it's active, to the point where it's effectively a free level up if you can power it. And the other one is the Power Recirculator, which reduces power consumption globally. And this one kicks in automatically. And it's kind of a tough call, because this, with a steady supply of biocells, lets you do some truly amazing things with all your augs very close to or at max level, but this also lets you do it for longer. So it's a question of whether you want high performance or stamina. And I go back and forth on that. I think I'll go with the Recirculator just because we can't count on repair bots anymore, or at least not indefinitely. But yeah, it's one of the more interesting decisions, and arguably I think that, yeah, that fills out all our augmentation slots. So from now on, it's just upgrades, and we can safely discard the canisters. Yeah, it makes sense that we would find them here in this facility. And yeah, I kind of wonder how they balance that out, because this is basically the earliest opportunity you have to get everything in a slot, but also you have players who are going to miss some, so you need to spread them throughout the game as well. So it's kind of an interesting design choice. Anyway, we have Maggie Chow waiting for us, and she's going to have a nasty surprise that makes us not want to get in melee range with her. Obviously, she's a normal, unaugmented human, but that doesn't make her not dangerous.
Move, agent.
You should never have sent me to the police station. What did you expect? That they would arrest me? Turns out you're on your way to being one of Hong Kong's most wanted yourself.
I have always been one of the most wanted. I will deal with the police in the way I deal with the slanderous press.
The police.
How's that?
Precisely the way I am going to deal with you.
Sorry, Maggie. We had gun-finished business. Ho-ho! Now, this is interesting. She actually had a pistol, but in the base game, she had the Dragon's Tooth sword. And I think Shifter actually gives her a PS-20, which legitimately makes her capable of one-shotting you if you get close to her. A lot of people actually snipe her. But yeah, with the Dragon's Tooth sword, she is incredibly dangerous. With a pistol, she's not so much. So that's actually kind of a surprising change. You'd think in that case she'd be down here with a whole squad of guards. But anyway, this is the base of the Universal Constructor, the means by which they're manufacturing the Grey Death virus. Daedalus has asked us to destroy this, and all we gotta do is punch in this happy little code right here. But we will have some company once we do. Just call me the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Yeah, I mean, at this point, even if she gets a lucky headshot, that's not going to do much to you. She knows you're a nano-augmented badass. Without the Dragon's Tooth sword, she's just kind of... It's a lot of empty boasting. Because with the sword, she's genuinely a threat. Really, anybody with a sword potentially one-shot you.
Success. Viral production has been terminated. Containment protocols have sealed off the entrance. We'll have to exit via fluid pipes in the floor of the chamber.
Whoa, what are you doing?
Beware of biotoxin concentrations.
I thought that took him out. I guess not. Sorry, I'm switching ammo types, so... what I'm used to is being able to start reloading. Shit. Okay, that does more damage than I anticipated. Right. Sorry, got overconfident. Oh, time for a drink, thank you. You know what, I'm curious. How is her accuracy?
Agent.
Blah, 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 blah. You talk too much. Yeah, there is a certain irony in me easily dealing with her and then sort of cockily thinking I can deal with the robots when clearly I can't. Okay, now he's disabled. I gotcha. Get fucked!
Viral production has been terminated. Containment protocols have sealed off the entrance. We'll have to exit.
Now I remember that actually destroying that whole platform.
Beware of biotoxin.
I don't know if they changed that for the mod or what, but I remember that whole thing going explodey. But in any case, we need to get the hell out of here. And the only way to do that is down there. Which just happens to be rather toxic.
Seems to be some inventory data here. VersaLife has been synthesizing the Grey Death virus in
Where's the frickin'
quantities.
way out?
The entire stockpile has been loaded onto a super freighter
Here we go.
going to New York. Interesting.
Yeah, they're feisty little boogers.
Come back to the compound.
Oh, shit!
I have much to tell you.
Karkians. Where's my crossbow? Here we go. Damn it, where are you? There. Gotcha. Alright, nothing on the dead frog, man. Here we go. Yep. Catch a breather here. It's always kind of interesting that periodically the overlay doesn't happen when you go underwater. Like sometimes it'll be blue and sometimes it takes a second before it catches on. Let's see if it happens this time. Yeah, see? Whee! Oop, caught on the wall there.
This connection. Illuminati fingerprints all over the sterics. I'm talking about the molecule shape. 17 segments, 23 coupling points. Only Illuminati technicians use sleeve bearings with 34-fold and 46-fold symmetry. Multiples of 17 and 23? 17, 23? The birth of Adam Weishaupt? Not a coincidence.
So yeah, because we haven't crammed enough conspiracy nonsense into this game, now Tracer Tong's talking about the Illuminati by name. Is there a way past there? I think I gotta go through that pipe down there, but I just want to make sure there's nothing else I'm missing. Wait for the gas to dissipate. It might just be a static thing there. Oh wait, no, it's good. It's going away. Oh, no, it's not. Okay, yeah, I think what they did is they added another way out, because I remember there only being one, but I forget which it was. Out of the way. Nanotech containment lockdown door. Interesting. Yeah, that's the normal way out. In fact, I'm gonna take a look and see if this other tunnel goes anywhere. The thick plottons, you might say. Oh, hey, it's stuff. Oh, shit. I gotta swim against the current. Oh, no, JC, you can do it. Go, go, go. Oh, man, hold your breath, JC. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, yeah. Crap. Oh, forget that guy's name. De Beers, that's it. Yeah, we won't encounter him till much later. And he's not a terribly sympathetic character, but even bit characters that are completely missable, they kind of add some interesting wrinkle and character development to them. Well, not development so much as backstory and information. And it shows in the way they write their dialogue. The people in this game generally do a good job making an impression with what little screen time they have. Howdy, sir.
Excuse me. I was looking for a way back to the market.
You are American? Did they throw you in the canal?
Well, I kind of threw myself there.
You should not be down there. What's that sort of thing like shark, but with 4 legs? It lives in the pipe, like comes from VersaLife.
Is there a way back to the market from here?
You will have to swim. If you see other divers, stay away. Some Europeans are hunting for treasure in the tunnel that I fell in. Bad man.
Alright, onward. Fortunately, we don't have to go swimming to get back. We can just climb this. Alright, now we've got what we need, so when we go back to the compound, that'll trigger the end of the China segment, and we'll be able to leave. But first, I'm gonna go to the Lucky Money. After all that, we need a drink. Like JC needs a drink. Actually, If I remember right, these dudes turn hostile if the window breaks for any reason, and it's possible to push them into it if you interrupt their path. Just gonna try something here. Ah, I guess he won't walk through. Never mind. Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt your patrol. Carry on, gentlemen. Just customary where I come from to get unusually close to security personnel. Oh, thanks, Pecco. Do we have room for what they're going to give us? I think so, yes.
At last, we are one triad. My good friend, let me express my gratitude. A bottle of wine. On me. Yum Sing.
Hey, thank you, sir. What about you? What do you got for me?
This is my club. Let me give you one of our better wines. An imported vintage from Napa
Thanks, I
Valley.
appreciate that.
The lieutenant, we had to go through the precinct sergeant.
A cordial relationship, as I would describe it.
You had him in your back pocket all the time.
Only one of many important officials loyal to the Red Arrow.
So yeah, now that we've unified these guys, they can
If you want
corrupt
a
even
truly
harder.
excellent wine,
Awesome!
You should try this Beaujolais from the Moulin-à-Vent region of France. The peace you have created between our two triads is a truly precious gift. Please accept our finest vintage. A Chianti.
Will do,
from a
Ivory.
private
Just for
winery
you.
In Questa Grossa, Italy. 2015. Yum Sing.
And you have the capacity for large shipments?
Alright.
Any product.
Let's get
any
absolutely
port of origin,
fucking wasted.
Any destination.
Down 4 bottles of wine. My digestive system is augmented. Ah, shit. Damn it. And I got nothing I can bust it open with. Yeah. Yeah. I demand your stuff. Even though I'm going to be dropping it all soon. We all have to make sacrifices. Actually, I'm going to take a quick look at Max's computer. Pardon me, gentlemen. Just going to check your boss's email. Oh, interesting. Max, we've been friends since children, so I hope you will not find any disrespect in what I'm about to say. But first, I must express again my great sorrow at the death of Yen. He was but the first of many great dragon heads, and I know you will follow the same eminent tradition. We here at police headquarters, interesting, are doing our best to locate his killer, and I'll be sure that you have ample opportunity to discuss the matter with them once they've been found. But with all this said, it must also be said that the dispute between the Red Arrow and the Luminous Path has become unseemly and not in the best interest of the people of Hong Kong. The recent collapse of the Canal Road Tunnel was unfortunate and has resulted in many problems. I've been forced to authorize the use of unpleasant measures if this continues. Please contact me so that we may discuss this and resolve the situation before it worsens. So yeah. Max Chen has his own contacts in the police. It sounds like the Luminous Path obviously has their own, but it sounds like Max Chen knows people higher up the food chain and is able to keep them off the Red Arrow's back, but only for so long. And actually, I don't remember that being in the base game as well. I think that was empty. Yep, have a good night, Fen. Thanks for coming. So yeah, time to wrap up our China adventure. Now that we've secured the future of organized crime. And you know, when your opponent is a massive globe-spanning conspiracy that appears to be a mishmash of every conspiracy that ever lived, you take your allies wherever you can find them. Alright, back in base. Here's a nice little touch. Now that now Tong's compound has both Luminous Path and Red Arrow people walking around. So there are some subtle changes in what people say and such. They just don't make a whole new map for it.
Don't know if I care for your sense of humor.
Humor?
The Illuminati stuff. I was risking my life in there.
No joke, Mr. Ditton. They're quite real. Though not as powerful as they were at the beginning of the century. I know a few of the former leaders.
Like Stanton Dowd?
Yes. plus Beth Duclair, Morgan Everett. Most of them in Paris, I understand.
What do they have to do with Majestic 12?
A question for Dowd. I will contact him in New York. Hopefully he will agree to meet you.
What about a hacker named Daedalus?
A valuable informant. He sent me one of the codes I needed to find that super freighter.
A super freighter? That's enough virus to infect a continent.
Your pilot is landing in the courtyard. Find out and see if he knows where the ship is going or how we can stop it. In any case, it is time you left Hong Kong. There is word of a UNATCO agent searching for you here. A German, they say. Augmented.
Tell your people not to tangle with him. I'll deal with him myself.
So yeah, Gunther's hunting for us.
Do you have what you need to synthesize a cure?
The data you recovered should provide an answer. In time.
I also destroyed the universal constructor they were using to manufacture the virus.
A universal constructor? I should have known.
But I did it on the advice of the hacker, Daedalus. Who is he, really? Alex says he may be an AI, part of an old government program.
An AI? The thought occurred to me, but more likely it is cover for a real human being.
But who?
A powerful man, we must assume. I don't like mysteries, but at least he appears to be on our side.
I don't like mysteries either.
Your friend Jock is waiting in the courtyard.
Right. Alright, so one last pass through the labs here. Top us off.
Tong is pleased about the files you found.
Gunther went berserk after you escaped. Smashed up the cell block pretty bad. I had to sedate him.
Jaime had a close call getting out of UNATCO, but I'm sure glad he made a break for it. I think
Yeah, normally this is when Jaime would show up, and only now does Alex have something to say about it.
Quite a load of data you brought in. A lot to study.
He's got some information about Ambrosia.
How Tong expects to find a cure. It's not even a real virus.
Yeah, not even a real virus.
Kind of a hybrid of viral proteins and nanomechanical machine parts. A long body like a dragonfly. Sockets built into the shaft. Saucer-shaped modules plugged in here and there. A general-purpose device of some kind. Very customizable.
Basically, yeah, he talks a little bit more about the virus structure, and there's more comparisons between how your augmentations work and how the virus works, which is hinting that, yeah, the virus, quote-unquote, is basically another form of augmentation. It's just one that that eventually kills the person. Yeah, and it just shows that the technology between augmentation and the virus is identical. Which is a none too subtle clue that these same forces are behind them. Anyway, Jock has touched down, so it's time we bid goodbye to China and our inventory. You know what? It's interesting. You have to plan around starting each map without a weapon or your resources, and it changes the way you look at the geometry. And you find yourself having to do things like lure enemies.
So we have to dig up Stanton Dowd?
Yeah, you know him?
I heard a few things. I think Harley Philbin knows how to contact him. I always thought Philbin was pulling my leg about the Illuminati, though.
Exactly,
we'll find out when we get to New York. Let's not waste any time.
Alright. What? Oh, shit! Damn it! Hold on a second. I didn't dump my stuff. It jumped me right into a conversation there. Fortunately, the autosave was generous. Alright. We'll drop it right here. So yeah. Sorry, Dragon's Tooth. You're a valuable set of lockpicks and a light source both. At least you were originally. But this is a path we must walk alone. Actually, are there any cigarettes lying around? Damn, I might not be able to. What's that? Candy bar. No cigarettes, I'll just take a 40.
Hurry, we're afraid the police will follow you here.
Yeah, I guess it's not irreplaceable, as they mentioned. Other agent, like the other Men in Black, sometimes have them. There are their blades throughout the game. But it is incredibly useful and arguably one of the most powerful weapons in the game. So originally, yeah, it would hurt to get rid of it. Not so much now if it's not quite as universally useful. Anyway,
Tong fill me in.
we're liquored up, let's get flying. So long, China. It's been fun. Jock cutting it close as he flies out of the city there. Oh, that's interesting.
No time to waste. You need to get to the Underworld Tavern and make contact with Harley Philbin. He is one of Dowd's aides, and he will set up the meeting. Follow his instructions.
I was trying to come up with a pun on the way out, but it was failing me. I was trying to find something that rhymed with China, but just wasn't quite there. You could say I was trying to come up with a... You could say I was China coming up with a pun. Ho-ho! Okay, yeah, that was lame. The moment passed. Anyway, we're back in New York, and the situation has not improved. Now, they've gone a little bit... Thanks, miss. If I haven't made someone groan, I haven't done my job well. So, go ahead and slap that negative point modifier on me. But anyway, GMDX looks like it's done a little bit more to distress the city of New York. That wasn't there before. And... yeah, things have gotten worse since we were last here. Police are now patrolling the streets. Bots are out in force. I believe we talked about this. It would take a normal plane, probably somewhere between 10 and 12 hours flying at supersonic speeds, which isn't really a normal plane, but yeah. It would take probably about 10 and 12 hours to fly from New York to Hong Kong, and it's kind of impressive that a stealth chopper can do that. And in-game time, yeah, it said it's been about 10 hours.
A problem, JC. Rioting in Manhattan has been so bad that the city's fallen under martial law. At this hour, the troops will shoot on sight, and I'm showing several guards and a robot near the hotel. Keep your head down.
So yeah, New York's gotten a whole lot worse since we were last here. Police will shoot us if we step out, so we need to be careful as we go around. Now, interesting side note, and I actually want to pause for a minute to explain this. The original release of the game had the background music you now hear, but there was a Game of the Year version that came out that I think that introduced multiplayer and made a few other changes, came with a soundtrack CD. That Game of the Year version actually had no background music at all for this section. Just this section, it was entirely silent, so it sounded a little bit more like this. Here we go. So yeah, the music was completely off, and it was just the sound of the wind and troops marching around and such, and it gave it kind of an eerie ambience to it. Like, it actually made it a little more intimidating and intense, in my opinion. It was kind of a happy accident. Obviously, they meant to have the song working, but I kind of liked the way that worked out. It was a nice little emergent touch. Yeah, basically, this whole area has gotten a lot more dangerous. So we're coming back into Paul's apartment here. Oh, shit! The fuck? Who was that?
Now I'm hearing things.
Oh, shit, there are cops in here. Oh, fuck. Well, this complicates things. I forget if there were police in here originally, but they definitely weren't in Paul's apartment. So this is normally where I'd go to sort of get my bearings, because there are some small things still left in here. Exactly, yeah. That's definitely not how... That's completely unrealistic. My immersion is ruined, Deus Ex. So yeah, we need something to distract them with. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, idea.
I see him.
Damn it! Shit! Ow, 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 ow. Bad idea. Okay, we're running. Come and get me, bitch. Damn it.
One down.
Ow. Okay, that's not working. Right. We're gonna have to go a different way into the Tong Hotel. Or at the very least, leave that until we have a weapon. Actually...
Stay out of the street. Cops shoot at anything.
yeah, I will need something to actually hit them with. Wait a minute. Yoink. Here we go. Ah, it's me again. So we just need crackerjack timing on this. Wait until he's closer. And hope that helmet doesn't take too much of the force out of this. And a 1, and a 2, and, actually... might be safer if I go from that angle. That's it. Come back over here. Here we go. Pardon me, sir. Just needed an extra box for my brother's stuff. Yeah! Oh, come on. Time for the door foo. Ha ha ha. Dumb fuck can't open a door. Alright, cool. Now we're armed. See, now it's a crime scene. There we go. Alright. Thankfully, Paul had a few goodies we didn't take last time. Well, actually, we did, but the game treats it like we didn't. Yeah, a nice thing about GMDX is that it lets you throw props at the enemy and it does lethal damage. Okay. No email to Paul, that's okay. I will take my darts back. Alright. Now, there were a couple more of these guys, so let's clear this place out. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think there were cops here. It's just they weren't. They were all downstairs. There's a lot of them, too. Okay, we're going to need to be careful about this. Easy does it. We'll want to get closer. My aim is decent, but it's not that decent. Or is there anything up here? Hey! Something down there, though. Here we go. Little column A, little column B. Clearly I have to put another trank into pistols. Ha-ha! Damn. There we go. Oh, come on! Really? Oh, mutual kill. Oh, man. Oh, man. Alas, puns are only killing me. You know what? Just finished my drink. I'll be right back. Gonna grab some water.